Hi everybody, this is Sonya. I'm back again now to show you how I'm going to finish my butterfly. So we stamped him, we cut that out, put the lace on a minute. Now the lace I put on first was only a very light colour, so I've decided that I will put this one on as well. So I'm going to put that around this way here, show you, so we can get some. We'll get the Mod Podge first and put some of that on there. Okay. Put on the butterfly, which can be craft glue of any sort. I'm really impatient and I don't like waiting for things to dry. Although I used to have to get up and go out and wait and come back, you know, and think, oh dear, but now I have, well, the weather is really good for drying it this time, and I've got a damn old piece of fluff off this brush on my butterfly now. A little bit of hair. He's not going to like that, is he? It's got off, I hope. Okay, so we're doing that. Now, I should have been putting it. I hope we can see this, because it would be very disappointing for me if you can't, because I'm trying to get some tutorials done while it's a cool day today. Okay, now, oh, cool, it's a lot cooler than it has been, at any rate. Put this on here, and it won't take very long to dry at all. The last bit didn't, did it? Now, you can hardly at all, if you can see anything through there, okay, any of the lines. Now, you can do this with any colour you like, but I think the lace, I think, looks absolutely amazing. The lace does. Put this in my bottle. I'll give it a shake. Now I'm going to get it stuck in there. That was really brilliant, obviously. It's not long enough to come out the end here. We'll leave him down in there till I cut the bottle open and get him out one day, I suppose. Now, we're just going to carefully cut around the edge because he's not dry yet. And I wanted to, I better hit him with this, I suppose. That'll be the heat going, so I'm hitting him a bit. I'm actually going to hit him. Dry it up a bit quicker. The other day, shouldn't be talking while I'm doing this, eh? I think I have a thing about talking. I like to do that. Yeah, so the other day, before I was even getting it covered, it was drying. So it was just drying on me flat out, it was. Couldn't even get it finished. Putting it on. Now, starting to feel solid. It's starting to feel like it could last a while. You could go on to any project you want to do. You could even put him in a hair clip or something if you wanted to. When he's dry up, you could do anything with him really, but I can't even see what I'm doing now. I'm on the wrong side, that's why, isn't it? Yeah. I should practice what I preach, hey? You're supposed to cut it out this side so you can see where you're going. Okay. Nothing worse than you making something, and I've done this before lots of times. When you cut it out, it doesn't look anything like the thing that you started with because your shape's not the same at all. Okay, so I'll trim that up a little bit further directly. Maybe I'll do it now because that way I can stick these things on it to show you what I'm going to do with him. So you know. So I thought the other day, now people that have never ever done anything like this, they're not going to know if I don't tell them. I've already said that, haven't I? Get on here and say, oh, you just do that, that and the other thing, but you need to know, don't you? I mean, fair enough, some people can just learn themselves, some people can learn from books. Some people like to be shown how it works, because if they don't see how it's going along, and you will make mistakes, and it will go wrong, but if you want to do it, and you really, really do, you need to keep persevering. I'm not just saying with this butterfly, he's not necessarily going to go wrong on you, but you know what I mean? A lot of people, if they have a go at something, and it doesn't work the first time, they're just as likely to throw it in the garbage. But see, that's just not how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to keep on trying, you know, because you'll be amazed how good it feels when you've achieved something like this. Now, I'll just put a bit of more. No, I won't put this. I'll put it in the jar. Now I'm talking about the brush. I was going to put more Mod Podge on the back of him, but I'm not going to because I won't be able to handle him. I'll do that bit later. I'll redo that later. Now for his inside up there, his middle, I had this really nice trim. At the moment, it is in the lounge room, which is not here anymore, of course, so I'm going to, you can put these flat back pearls on there. You can put, well, there's all sorts of flat back things you can buy to put on there. You know, they're not very dear. You can get them from your dollar shop or whatever. The purple ones might look really nice. Or you can put these little trims on there. Because he's a big butterfly, you'll probably need to go a couple of times, you know. You might need to do 2 rows. Cut it and lay 2 rows on it. I think I might put a bit of this purple, some of these purple sequences up his middle, so, you know, he'll look cool with them, won't he? And on this one, I've got little ones on the corner, so because there's different sizes, oh no, I might not be able to do that. We'll just see if I can get it out what happens then. Now the Mod Podge is stuck to my hand, so we don't have to worry about it getting on anything that's on me. Okay, so these will come off there with their sticky bit and stick onto here. Okay, so there's 1, 2. Might look a little bit fat, I don't know. It just depends. It just depends. Only put 3 because you don't want him to be too. That doesn't look right, does it? Hey, that just does not look right. There we go. We'll take them. Well, they didn't stick very good, did they? I should have put some glue on those fellas. They might have to go onto something else. That just did not look right. That took right away from that poor little butterfly. Okay, so let's have a go at something else. Mind you, this could be the size, I'd say, not the colour. It's the size of them. They need to be about this size because you need the things to look like they're in proportion, and that was way too big. If I put 1 string of this in the middle of the butterfly, that's wrong, look, isn't it? Because it's got to be thicker. Now, I've also started a new glue that I found in the supermarket yesterday, so I've had a go at it. It's not too bad. I like something that dries without, you know. I bought a new glue gun too today, but anyway, like a hot glue gun. So we'll put 1 row up here of this trim. Now you can use lots of different things. You could use a bit of wool to do it with, because that would work. Now I'll just cut that off fair level with his head. Make him look like he's, you know, he's going to have 2 eyes or something. Now we can take this up the other side, and that is more of in proportion of his body, you know, for his middle. Okay, and you can see that that's a lot better. I'm sure that is a lot better. Now I have lots of these bits for his antennas. I'm using stamens out of flowers that you buy. Now you can get these in all different colours. I've got some in white and some in nice yellowy colour, and I've got some bigger ones down there in greens. You can buy any colour, but if you don't have that, or you can't get these, you get a bead and you glue it to the end of a piece of thin wire. Okay, you could use cotton and stiffen the cotton by putting glue on it. Okay, so if you get a piece of cotton and you put glue on it and let it dry, it will go sort of stiff for you. Okay, now I don't like the look of this because he's going to have one little eye thing longer than the others. That's where his eyes are they? On these feeler things? I don't know. I'm not sort of up on that thing there at the moment. Okay, so you just turn him over to the back Now this glue seems to be working nicely for me. It seems to be sticking, and you will put him on the back there, like that. But I will give him another coat. Now, you have to work out now, that's probably a bit too long for his feelers, you know, and they're not in the right position. So if you just play around a bit, move them down a bit, wiggle them over, have another look around here and see what you think. Maybe that's about right, you know, not too bad. They might not be further out than his wings, I don't know. I don't think I've seen one up that close. Wait a minute, I'll have a look at my stamp. Well, on the stamp he's not, see? His little fellas are back here. They're nowhere near out the way out there, okay? So, that's another thing too. We've got to stop and look at things about nature and that to see that you know, when you're making something, you want it to be in proportion. So I'm just going to put the same things on here that I put on this one, the same little pink bits. They're a nice little flat back pearl thing. They're a pink one that Irene bought for me and gave me when we did a swap sometime in the past, and they are really cool. So I'm just going to sit those onto there. One's got me some glue on, and sit these on the corners, not quite to the end. With the other one I did put them right on the end, but that's okay. Now, put around the edge, I put some of this pink, and I seen it here a while ago. I thought, what's that out of there? And then I thought, oh no, I'll leave it till I show everybody what I used. And then we can't find it, righto. It's a pearlised 3D paint pen. Now these are things that they sell, you know, as for kids to use. Oh, here's the pink one. I think they're for kids to use. There it says kids colour, but this is really beautiful. Look at it. It made this really nice edge around there, and that's what I edged it with. Okay, so you can do it with that. You can get a nice colour texture, because textures come in absolutely amazing colours now. Like textures, when I say textures, these are actually Sharpies, and they are pens that you can buy at Big W and places like that. But you can use whatever sort of thing you want and just do an edge around it. You can put stickles around there. You can put any sort of little, this is a glitter glue. Put some of that around the edge of it, just to give him a bit of life, okay? So give him a lift along and make him look a bit like this one here, alright? So anyway, that's how I made my butterfly, and while I was talking too much, I think I forgot to stick me, oh no, he's still not as pink, is he? But he's not bad, because by the time I put that part through it, and it doesn't matter if you can see his veins. He's got veins, hasn't he? Doesn't matter if you can see them. But I'll just paint the back of him up there, and there's another butterfly made. Didn't take long, it was quite good fun. Okay, thanks for watching.